Hey everyone, welcome to episode 26 of Universe 7, a Dragon Ball podcast. I'm Nick.
I'm Mason.
And today we're going to be talking about episodes 24 and 98 of Dragon Ball Super.
Well, today's the day after the day we did the last one.
Less than 24 hours, actually.
4 episodes covered in 24 hours.
4? 5.
We did
5
today.
We did 2 of the sub yesterday, 1 of the dub yesterday, and 1 of each today.
It's a lot.
But, you know what? I'm feeling good about this one.
Yeah, man.
I'm feeling a lot more confident in this one.
I think the animation was excellent in the dubbed episode.
Not so much in the subtitled one.
Yeah,
though.
those are trash. If you want to see some trash animation, watch that.
Watch the Japanese ones. No news, no feedback because...
It's been 0 days.
Yeah.
Almost.
It pretty much has been. I haven't put up the other one yet because I still haven't gotten down to editing it.
So you guys are be getting 5 episodes at one time.
Pretty much, yeah. So I'm going to edit both of these. Well, I'll edit the last one first. I'll upload that, and then I'll edit this one.
Yeah.
But they'll both be up by the end of the night. The only thing I guess we'll kind of add as a disclaimer before we just jump right into the dub section is... If you guys hear any baby noises, it's because there's a baby in the room.
Yeah, it's a little kid.
Yeah.
Don't know whose. It's just here.
Yeah, he's staring at the computer.
Yeah, man.
While holding a stuffed elephant.
He's into it. So, he's being a good sport so far. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Mama's sleeping, so I'm on parent duty right now. And podcast duty.
Drag, man.
Duty.
Get it? Because he makes duties in his pants.
Okay. You ready to just jump right into it?
Yeah, man.
All right, what's our sponsor for the dub?
You do this one. I'll do the next one.
Okay. Today's sponsor for the dubbed section of Universe 7, a Dragon Ball podcast, is Qdoba.
Oh, no.
No?
Sure, I guess. I mean, I don't really care otherwise.
Specifically, Qdoba's spicy queso diablo.
You're going to like this. Chipotle, I think, is getting queso.
No.
I printed out the waste sheet the other night, and queso's on there now. Nobody's been told anything, but they wouldn't add that for no reason.
Really?
Yeah.
That might get me going back to Chipotle. I mean, they're really good food in general, but I just like melted cheese, which is why...
I think it's real, man.
I hope so. I hope it's some like kind of
put the
smoky
chorizo.
and spicy.
Oh yeah, put the chorizo in it.
Mm-hmm.
The chorizo there's super good, dude.
I've had a chorizo burrito from there.
It depends on what time of day you go because our cooks are lazy and they don't ever like rehydrate it or cook new stuff if it starts to get a little burnt, which kind of sucks. But like when it's fresh, it's so good.
I've had some good stuff. Actually, I don't think it was a burrito. I think I had steak and chorizo tacos. They were really good.
I had chorizo tacos today, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still wearing my work uniform and I want to.
Yeah, I saw the logo, the Chipotle logo, and I was like, wait, I had Qdoba for lunch today, and I had queso diablo from Qdoba.
Yikes.
But you know what? We're going to scrap that, and this dubbed section will be sponsored by the possibly soon-to-be existing Chipotle queso.
Hopefully I didn't blow any whistles.
You're going to get fired.
Yeah, nobody made me sign a non-disclaimer. I don't care.
All right, you ready to jump into it?
Yeah, man.
All right, let's get into the dub section, sponsored by Chipotle's secret sauce.
Clash. Freeza versus Goku. This is the result of my training.
Okay, we're back for the dub, and what did you think of the episode?
It's bad.
Really?
Yeah.
If it had good animation,
it would have been way better, but it was bad.
Like bad. The animation or the episode in general?
The episode is bad because of the animation.
But the actual like quality of the episode, you don't think?
It doesn't matter because I couldn't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
It really doesn't.
Yeah, especially
that was the worst animation I think we've gotten since episode 5.
Since 5, yeah.
And that might even be worse, honestly.
And I think too, because we're watching the subtitled
in
stuff,
Japanese, which is unreal.
Yeah,
it's so good.
They've gotten a lot better. We just watched episode 98.
Mm-hmm.
The animation for that is
flawless. And then so we watched that first, and then we watched this.
I think that's our mistake.
I think we gotta watch the other one first because
first.
We know what's happening. We know it's gonna be bad, but it's just more shocking after you watch something really good first.
Well, the problem is, I always end up watching the sub first,
Because that's the one I want to watch.
Yeah,
I'm
excited and I want to see what's happening in a new episode.
Yeah.
Rather than, oh, I've seen this already in Japanese a year and a half ago. Let's see how the dub sounds.
Yeah.
Basically.
Exactly. So.
We need to be pretty intentional, I think, about watching the dub first and then the sub.
I know, man. Or at least not back to back.
Yeah.
I should probably watch that on my own time instead of just coming here and watching them back to back. But whatever, man.
Yeah.
But I thought it was just a bad episode just because of that. Like, it really did take me out of it the entire time.
I bet you loved the last week on Dragon Ball Super, though. You got to see your little death beam wrist flick.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. That was the only good part of the episode.
Actually, my favorite part of the episode was in the preview. You got to see Gohan's stupid face again.
Oh, tight.
So this episode starts out. It's nice. I don't even really have to look at the summary here because I actually remember it. It starts out with Goku and Freeza facing off, and Frieza's hovering up in the sky. Goku's on the ground,
and then he kind of just makes his little aura go away, and then he goes to the ground.
Yeah, it's weird. So it's almost it feels like they're trying to go with a Western vibe, because Frieza's up there and he's powering up. Goku's powering up, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, Frieza stops and he doesn't calm down, but his aura goes away. It shows that he's not trying to power up anymore.
Yeah,
and he's just kind of calm. So then Goku does the same thing, and then
they walk.
Frieza laughs,
yeah,
which prompts Goku to laugh the exact same way, which I thought was a little weird.
I don't like it.
But yeah, Frieza floats down to the earth, and him and Goku walk right up to each other.
They're
right next to each other when they have almost like a tumbleweed kind of scene where they're both just standing there. Goku is much taller. I
forgot how much taller he is, honestly. Yeah. It's super weird because every other villain he's fought has been taller than him, except for Freeza, obviously, and
Boo.
Boo's taller.
Kid Boo.
Well, Kid
much
Boo.
Shorter.
But Super Boo was leaps and bounds taller.
Buhan was really tall.
Yeah. Why is Gohan shorter than Goku now? It always drives me nuts.
Is it?
Yeah. Because he's clearly not in Dragon Ball Z. He's taller than Goku.
I always thought they were pretty even. I guess not. I'll have to go look at that again.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the real Gohan now.
That's true. That's just stretched out young Gohan.
That's
elongated.
Saga.
That's elongated man Gohan.
Yeah, what happened is Namek Saga Gohan traveled through time, and then something screwed up in the middle of it in the space-time continuum,
and it stretched him out.
Yeah, it just stretched him out. So he's really like a 8-year-old boy, just super tall.
That sounds more logical than what he is currently.
Yeah,
honestly. So
power-wise, it makes sense.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, so they're having this little face-off. You get the wind blowing. I almost expected a tumbleweed to come through too.
Mm-hmm.
And we get this weird, for the first 5 minutes almost of the fight, it's just them locking hands and just screaming and powering up.
It's just bad. It really is not good.
Yeah. I guess they're just showing off their power because
they're just playing. They're playing an old-fashioned game of Mercy, honestly.
Pretty much, yeah. And Goten and Trunks are off flying to the lookout, and they sense it, and they want to
hurry up to the lookout,
and then fly back.
Because apparently,
why are they going back to the lookout?
What do you mean? They're going back to tell Dende their plan.
Yeah, because Goku just dropped him off.
Yeah, he's see ya. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, so they sense it. They really want to see the fight, so they're like, hey, let's go fly there real quick and then come back so we can get to the good part. Jocko is asking Bulma
if he can leave.
Yeah, well, yes, Bulma's like, is that guy's your friend, the one who beat Frieza the first time? Because, yeah. And that's your husband over there?
Yeah,
that's my Vegeta. Wait, Vegeta, the infamous Saiyan Prince?
Okay, see ya.
Yep, I'm out. And she's like, nope.
You have to stay here. This is your job, man. And he's not happy because...
He's begging.
He wants to leave. I'd want to leave. Are you serious? There's not a chance I'd be standing there.
He's the only one thinking straight. He's like, these guys are giants and we're going to get crushed.
And I'd be like, all right, you can take care of them, right? See ya.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, it's funny, too, because Goku, at least, always wants to get away from people.
Mm-hmm.
Don't your friends kind of fall into that same category?
Yes.
Especially now that you're like, if Goku's a 7, everybody on the ground there is like a 2 or a 1.
Yes.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Nope, it sure doesn't. But, whatever, man. I don't do the writing. Or anything, honestly. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. But it's fine.
Anyway,
it's fine.
We do get a quick scene at the lookout. Dende is crying over
Piccolo's corpse.
And he wants Goku and Vegeta not to make this all in vain.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously. He's the guardian of Earth. He's God, man.
I mean, wasn't his death kind of in vain in general?
Who, Piccolo's? Yes, we talked about that last episode.
Yeah.
It was very stupid, but whatever, man. At least he doesn't control the Earth Dragon Balls anymore.
Yeah, it's like I said, Gohan just got hit by a car.
And then Piccolo decided to
push him
also
out of the way
get
of
hit by
the other
a car.
and then got hit by that car and died. So right after that happens, not Gohan and Piccolo getting hit by a car, but
yes, we know the concept.
we break the clash, and Goku and Frieza actually start fighting, kind of for real. They're still warming up, but they're going all over the place, and Krillin can't make sense of it.
Neither can Gohan.
Big surprise, it's Krillin. But yeah, not even Gohan can. And I remember them making a big deal during the Cell Saga that Gohan could very easily
keep up with Goku
and Cell. So that's saying a lot.
Yeah, and Jocko could keep up.
Yeah, Jocko's got some crazy good eyesight.
Mm-hmm. He's not a real strong guy, but he could see.
Yeah, he's even giving commentary like uppercut, high kick, knee. He got the upper hand. Oh,
if you have that
too soon.
Eyesight it seems to be a correlation of power a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And
not anymore.
He doesn't have it, so that's weird.
Yeah, there goes that theory.
It used to be, though.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's gone now.
Yet another plot hole in Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. So they're fighting, and why now? Now I'm drawing. You remember what happens right after that?
They continue fighting and they start talking.
Well, Frieza starts using some cheap shots.
He starts. He tried to kill Krillin.
Yeah, first he shoots a Ki Blast at Krillin, and Goku teleports and knocks the Ki Blast away.
And Frieza gives him.
Could have easily just jumped away.
Yeah, Krillin uses some cheap shots, or not Krillin. Then Frieza gets some cheap shots in on Goku. Grabs his little hairs and holds him there, and then Goku's not real pumped that he's trying to be a dirty fighter. And
very dirty.
But what do you expect, man? Dude's never been a clean fighter. I don't know why he expects him to just stop being the way he is.
Yeah, he even shoots a Ki Blast at Bulma and then punches Goku into the ground to keep him from...
But thankfully Vegeta's there to actually stop it. Otherwise, see a Bulma, I guess.
Good husband, Vegeta.
Yeah. But Bulma could have knocked it back. She's the most powerful woman in the universe, man.
No, Chi-Chi is.
Nah, Bulma. No. Everybody's afraid of Bulma.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Bulma probably is more frightening than Chi-Chi is.
She's afraid of that woman.
I didn't even think about that, yeah.
It's real weird. She commands a lot of respect.
Yes, she does. Other than that, what else happens? Frieza lights Jocko's ship on fire.
And then he uses a fire extinguisher in there and puts it out.
And he loses a...
He loses his favorite picture. I think it's his dad or something, right?
Actually, it says on the recap here that Jocko's ship is caught on fire and his picture of him and his girlfriend has gotten burned.
He has a girlfriend?
I guess so.
Weird. Is that when they start commenting about him looking like Frieza?
When does that happen?
Or is that later?
I think that's later.
That was extremely racist.
No, you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
Which when they're talking about Jocko's eyesight, I think.
Yeah. And then they're like, yeah, I couldn't think of it. You look a lot like him. And they're like, oh, what if he's working with Frieza just because he looks like him, huh? That's stereotyping, Krillin. All right,
good input.
You did it, man.
Galactic Patrolman Lives Matter.
Yeah, I don't think we should.
Are we going down that road again?
No, I don't think we should
go down that road again.
But we shouldn't be jumping to conclusions like that, Krillin. All right.
Yeah, he just helped you fight, and in return, you say he's working with Frieza.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's not cool.
Prejudice, man. It happens.
Cool.
It still happens.
Yeah, so they keep fighting, and then Vegeta starts to get annoyed, and he actually cheap shots Goku.
Yeah, kicks him in the back because he doesn't explain this at first, but he starts fighting Goku, honestly. He seems real weird. Seems like a man possessed, and then everybody else is wondering what the hell he's doing. And then Tien kind of is like, Frieza's back. He used to be his old master. You think he could have gone back to his side? Which is really stupid, right? Like, come on.
It's a pretty crappy thing to suggest.
The dude that's been saved all your lives like a bunch of times. Yeah. It's rough. I mean, I understand that he murdered a lot of people.
Yeah, he had the whole Majin thing. And I know you're probably still bitter about the Saiyan Saga stuff, but
whatever, man. That was ages ago. Dude's redeemed himself 100 times. Has a wife and a kid. Like,
well, if it wasn't for him, the Earth would be destroyed.
Yeah.
Like, I know Goku was the one who made the killing blow
but he used the wish.
Yeah.
To restore his stamina because he's not an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like, come on, man. Cut the guy a break.
Come back to us, Tien. Seriously. Not cool, bro.
But Gohan and Krillin stuck up for him. Gohan was like, yeah, man, he's got a wife and kid. Like, he's one of us now. Don't worry about it. And obviously he's not going to turn on him. He's just being an a-hole. He's being
impatient.
Yeah, he's being an a-hole. And he goes up there, and then he finally stops. And then Frieza...
Well, Frieza
breaks it up. Yeah.
And Goku's trying to figure out why Vegeta's fighting him. And
he's not saying anything because he's being weird. And then Frieza asks him... He asks him, like, why he's doing that, right? Or what does he say exactly?
No, he basically... He's like, it doesn't matter how far pet strays, they always know their master.
Mm-hmm. And
pretty much the same stuff that they said in the Resurrection F movie.
Exactly. And then Vegeta gives a little snippet about, it was really impressive that you could be revived after all this time. And he makes this real weird face.
Starts smiling like a cheese-eating grin.
And claps over and over again. Frieza is into it at first.
Yeah, even thinks, he's like, I know I deserve this applause, but not now, Vegeta.
And then keeps going, and he gets more and more pissed.
And going.
It's pretty funny, honestly. You did a good job.
He just kept that face the whole time.
Yeah. And then Frieza freaks, finally, because he's a child and whatever else. And...
yeah, he screams at him, telling him to stop.
He's like, stop, you're, like, violating my ear holes.
Yeah, and Vegeta has a great response to that. He basically says, like, your existence violates... me.
Gross. I don't like that. I don't think that's what they said. I don't know what it is in specific.
I'm trying to remember the exact quote, but he basically says like his Frieza's existence is intolerable.
Yeah.
And that pisses Frieza off. He's like, how dare you talk to me like that?
Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, and then he tells him, I'm sick of waiting for you idiots, like, get serious or I'm gonna kill you right now, pretty much.
Yeah.
And Frieza's like, nah, man, you gotta be patient because I'm not here for you, but if you want to be murdered after, I got you. Don't worry.
He talks to him like a child, like, you'll be next, don't worry, I'll murder you right after I'm done murdering Goku.
And then he's like, I'd like to see you try.
Mm-hmm. And we'll probably get to see him try.
More than likely. Because they're gonna kill Goku. Spoiler alert, just kidding, he doesn't die. Maybe.
Goku dies!
Series over. Frieza wins.
I mean, if that was the case, we could have ended it in episode 5 of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Goku's dead. Now I am the dead. But
well, see ya. It was a good run for Dragon Ball. Episode 5 gets canceled.
Yeah, Vegeta finally accepts it. He doesn't accept it, but
he's like, fine, whatever, I'll wait a little bit longer. And whatever. Then they just continue to, like, back and forth, and Vegeta, or Frieza, they actually get serious at that point.
Goku says it's probably not a good idea to piss off Vegeta, so let's just, no reserves, full power, let's do it. Mm-hmm. And he even comments, he's like, man, I'm kind of upset, I thought I'd be able to take you without powering up, but, whatever. Frieza says that... what did he say? Yeah, if he hadn't actually trained so much, he might actually be scared, and that makes Goku realize that he has something impressive that he's hiding too.
Mm-hmm.
And
so they agree to actually go all out, and then monkeys first,
Monkeys first.
So Goku gives us our new form, even though we all knew it was coming because of the intro.
Oh, before that, actually, I remember Vegeta had a kind of a good line to Frieza. He basically berated him for complaining about having to train for 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you come to my home and complain about having to train for 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a joke.
Yeah.
And that's part of what pisses Freeza off. But go ahead, you were talking about the transformation.
Yeah, man, we get our first glimpse of Super Saiyan Blue, or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, if you will. You like the form.
I love the form.
I think it's excellent. I really do. I think it's super cool. I remember when I first saw the promo for it, for the movie a long time ago. I didn't like it. I thought it looked real dumb. But I also thought that way about the God form before I actually saw the movie.
I think part of it too is we're used to it. We've been seeing Super Saiyan Blue for
ages now.
Over a year now.
Yeah.
So what Super Saiyan Blue is basically Goku was able to tap into the Super Saiyan God power without having to go through the ritual. And I guess if you think of it this way, it makes more sense. You could consider Goku's first form, the red-haired one, as like a Saiyan God, and then turning into a Super Saiyan using that power gives him blue hair, which is why in the Xenoverse games they call it Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yes.
It's the Super Saiyan form of Super Saiyan God.
Yeah, it's a real weird and dumb name, but it's a cool form.
It's
honestly.
a cool form.
It looks
I'm
really
glad
cool.
that the anime is calling it Super Saiyan Blue and not Super Saiyan God.
Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah, because they never explained it in the movie, and they haven't explained it yet here either.
Which is
right
really
when Goku transforms, Frieza's like, "Oh, it's an okay form, I guess," and Goku's like, "Come on, even you know this is a huge power up. It's completely changed how I even think of power."
Yeah.
And he's like, "So what do you call this one? Super Saiyan with blue hair dye?" And he's like, "It's complicated. You don't have pictures of the whole story. Basically, I got a taste of something called Super Saiyan God, and now I can tap into that power on my own, and this is the Super Saiyan form of that power."
We're talking about the movie at this point.
No.
Sorry. That was not in this episode, was it?
Yeah.
I think I fell asleep. Honestly, I was getting real.
Yeah, he says that, and then Frieza says something. So a Super Saiyan it's not a Super Saiyan God, but it is a Super Saiyan, transforms into a Super Saiyan God, and then the Super Saiyan version of that Super Saiyan is this Super Saiyan God.
You guys got that? Write it down.
Write it down and recite it to me backwards. He's basically making fun of Goku. Like, you really need to come up with a better way of describing this.
Yeah.
Which
he does.
Yeah, Super
Honestly.
Saiyan Blue. This is Super Saiyan Blue.
It's cool. I have blue hair now. Say that.
Yeah.
And then we're good.
You should just actually, you know what? It is Super Saiyan with blue hair dye.
And yeah, let's just get it over with. I don't want to explain this over and over again. So yeah, that's the end of the episode, right?
It is, but we do get a little kind of a cutaway to Krillin and Gohan, and really everyone over there. Krillin saying that he can't sense Goku's power anymore. Wait, was it Krillin who says that? Shoot.
I think it was Piccolo. He definitely can't sense his power.
I think it was Gohan who originally said it. I could be wrong, but one of them says, "Yeah, I can't sense his power anymore. It's like when he fought Beerus, but did he do that again?" And then Gohan's like, "No." Krillin says, "No, it's different. Look, his hair's blue, his aura's blue, everything's blue." And Tien, with the Captain Obvious moment of the day, says, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure that when he fought Beerus, his hair was red."
Well, no shit, man. We all have eyes.
We all have eyes, and we can... Well, maybe they're colorblind.
It could be.
Maybe Gohan's colorblind.
Maybe everybody but Tien is colorblind.
No.
him and Krillin.
It was like Krillin
Only
did.
bald people can see color.
And Freeza.
Yeah.
Everybody
well,
else
they're
is
all bald.
Everybody else is colorblind.
Yeah, because they're not bald.
Bald people are colorblind. Or not colorblind.
Yes. So Piccolo can see some colors.
That'd be funny. What is this, Super Saiyan with blue hair dye? What? My hair's blue?
Just like in DBZA.
DBZA, yeah. Your hair's all
yellow.
spiky and yellow. So is yours.
It is?
It is?
That's good. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, that is the end of the episode. He basically, says it's a tongue twister, blah, blah, blah. And now Goku said, I showed you mine, you show me yours. And the episode ends with us waiting to see what Frieza has up his sleeve. So, animation woes aside, what did you think of this episode? How would you rate it?
I'd give it like a 4.5 even. And it's really disappointing because of the transformation. Like, it should have been done way better.
Yeah, even the announcer built it up by saying that the first time Frieza and Goku fought, it brought about the age of the Super Saiyan. And then it's like, what'll happen this time? Obviously, the age of Super Saiyan Blue.
But it was so anticlimactic. Like, just because of the animation. It was so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a 6. 6.5.
That's too high. I honestly couldn't even get into the episode.
Really?
I couldn't. Like, especially the first half of it, I was like, this is god-awful. The fighting was so bad. Like, it was... I don't have any words to describe how bad it was. You all saw it. You know what we're looking at.
I hope you guys all saw it. I mean, we appreciate it if you just don't watch the episodes.
And you just come here for us to recap something that's way cooler to just watch.
I don't like watching it, so I'm going to listen to Nick and Mason ramble incoherently about it.
Yeah, I like to think of us as both color guys.
What? Oh, color analysts?
Yeah.
With no play-by-play going on?
Pretty much.
That's actually really accurate.
It's not a real good dynamic, but we get through.
We're John Madden and Chris Collinsworth at 80.
Oh no, that would be a nightmare. I'd never listen to that broadcast. Actually, I would for hilarity. I lied.
So, without using the animation as your low, what's your high low?
My low is it was super anticlimactic with the new transform, something that we haven't. Well, we got Super Saiyan God, but I don't really count that as something that he got on his own. The first transformation that we've gotten since Super Saiyan 3, like a real one. Mm-hmm. And
what didn't you like about it?
It's just bad animation.
Okay.
Like every other time that's happened, they've put a lot of time into it, I feel like. And those episodes were like on point.
Super Saiyan animation doesn't look great.
Well, that's because it was bad. It was just drawn like that back then in general. Like that was just the animation back then. This is like notches below what it should be.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
True. I mean, yeah, I guess I can deal with that. What's your high?
My high...
if you can find one.
Piccolo's corpse. We saw it. It's there. It's there. And Dende's not pumped about it, but he's there. And that's it, man. I got nothing else.
Next week, we're going to pan back up to the lookout, and they'll be burning his body.
Well, time to get rid of it.
Oh, smoking his ashes.
They could.
They could. Popo would.
He's green. Get it?
A little green.
Yeah, I got it. All right, we're good. On that note, what was your high?
My high is Super Saiyan Blue. Actually, the transformation itself. It was so much different than every other transformation we've gotten so far.
I like the peel away.
Well,
or the breakaway, I should say.
I mean, I like that. It wasn't like 5 minutes of screaming.
Yeah.
It was just a quick and then
he does it.
A giant shining ray of blue light, and then the little breakaway. I don't know what that is.
That's cool. I do like that. I'll give it that. I like that in the movie a lot because obviously the animation in the movie was phenomenal.
Yeah, I actually I had to go into Chicago today, and when we were on our way back, I watched both.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
it's such a difference.
I don't understand. I guess there has to be some weird thing with like
licensing stuff.
And maybe contracts with the people who animated it in the movie. Like you'd have to pay them residuals or something like that for
More
using
than likely,
it.
yeah.
But it was so good in that one. Even I think
that's why this arc falls so flat is because the movie was actually really good, and they just didn't capitalize on it because at that time we talked about like the One Piece movie was going on, and nobody wanted to do the same thing over again for less money, you know.
Yep.
So
I saw that in the theater twice.
You saw Resurrection F or the One Piece movie?
Resurrection F.
I didn't see it in the theaters at all. I waited.
You're supposed to go with me, and then you couldn't go.
Yeah.
So I went by myself.
I thought you went with Spencer.
It's the second time I did.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, man. I couldn't go.
He brought Dragon Balls, and we all held Dragon Balls while we watched the movie.
Just like this?
Yeah.
For all of you that can't see, I'm just pretending to hold a Dragon Ball. I don't know if you needed that play-by-play, but you got it.
Well, you know what? We got to bring more play-by-play commentary. We can't just do color commentary the whole time.
Yeah,
we got to bring a little play-by-play in there.
So any visual bits, I'll try and fill you in, but I can't promise anything.
No promises whatsoever. Yeah, my high was the transformation. It was just so much different. Like, it was serene. It was actually pretty serene.
That's very kind of the point of it, I think.
Very godly.
Mm-hmm.
My low...
You have to wait for me to ask you what your low is.
All right, ask me what my low is.
So, what are you gonna rate it? No, what's your low?
My low is that my laugh just woke up the baby.
Oh, nah, he's good. He's back out.
Oh, my high is that the baby just went back to sleep.
Nope, that's not what we're talking about anymore.
My low... I don't want to use the animation. I want to find something in the episode that I actually...
Didn't like?
Yeah. I guess my low would be that we didn't get Frieza's transformation.
You know they stretch things out, though. Yeah, especially with Freeza stuff.
It's stupid. It's like they took... From the movie, at least, it was all one nice scene stitched together. Mm. They just took that, cut it in half.
Oh, yeah, they're chopping it up, obviously, for sure. Like,
I guess I'm so used to the narrator kind of giving us a summary at the end of the episode.
Yeah, we don't get that.
We don't get that in the English dub. So it was like Goku transformed, and then he's staring forward, and then the episode just ends. Mm-hmm. Very, very abruptly.
And then we gotta wait for another week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would probably
be... That is a bummer for sure, because honestly, no spoiler section, but his next transformation is real cool.
Yeah.
I think it's super cool. We'll talk about that more next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. My rating...
I've been wanting to do that silence bit for forever. I think it's real funny because I think a lot of people probably are just listening to it and then not really hearing us at some point in time. So the silence is going to make them be like, is this thing still on?
Is it buffering?
Yeah. I think that's super funny.
That happens to me all the time. It drives me insane. So like, if I was listening to this, I'd be furious.
It's so good though. I love it.
Do you have anything else you want to add before we...
Nah, man, that was over? It was just a bad episode.
What are you going to remember from this episode?
The bad terrible animation, yeah.
That's probably...
Which is really upsetting considering we got that transformation.
Yeah, and I know some of you guys might be able to...
Get past it for now, because it's not good, but you don't have anything to compare it to currently.
Well, some of you might say it's a tacky thing to... a cheap thing to say that's what it'll be remembered for, but it's true. Whenever I think of episode 5, the only thing I think of is crappy animation.
Yeah, and that could have been a really cool episode too.
That's one of my favorite scenes of the Battle of Gods movie, is Goku going through all the Super Saiyan forms and trying to fight Beerus.
But that ends up being one of your least favorite episodes of the series just because the animation is so bad.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable at all. Especially when you get higher up into the episodes, you'll really notice a difference.
Yeah, wait till you get to like episode 90.
And then you'll know what we're actually talking about, because it's real sad.
Real sad.
Right.
Sadness.
Yeah. Well, let's stop harping on that. Okay. And get to some good stuff.
You ready to jump into some spoilers?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Before we jump into spoilers, I just want to thank you guys who are going to hop off here. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you listen next week, because we do have a bit of an announcement change of how the show is going to operate going forward. So make sure you listen to next week's episode. We'll make that announcement right up at the top of the show, just to,
Yeah.
We're not going to be the people that make you... Hey, we have this. Wait till the end of the show.
I think we should, and then we should have them pay to actually hear it at the end.
They're like, okay, all right, it's time for an announcement. All you have to do is send $5 to universe7@gmail.com's PayPal, and then we'll send
give you all the secrets.
We'll send you a code, and that code will give you your own little RSS feed for your podcast app. It'll have a special episode that'll tell you the next step into finding out our new news.
We have a Patreon, and all Patreon donators get early content from us.
That's impossible.
I know. We can't even get our regular content out on time.
Well, no, I was actually going to say, with the exception of this week, I've had a pretty good track record of turnaround after recording.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm talking about just these past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
a rough one. Like we got done recording yesterday. It was about 9:00 our local time, and
I hadn't been home since 8 a.m. probably. So I was tired, man.
Yeah.
I had to go home.
I was beat, so it's still the raw audio is still sitting on my desktop waiting to be trimmed down. But I could probably get that done in half an hour.
Just post it. Whatever.
One of these weeks we should do that.
Oh man, there's so much weird stuff in there sometimes though.
No music, no bumpers, just straight raw audio the whole time.
There's some pretty questionable things we say sometimes though that would definitely land us on the explicit list.
We're gonna do it.
Alright, whatever, man.
The next time we don't have a dubbed episode,
we'll just release one of the old raw clips. Or one of the old episodes is just raw. The first episode. Oh, that would be bad.
I don't have that file anymore.
We'll just redo it.
Actually, I don't have...
We should
I don't have the audio from our first 13 episodes now.
Why?
They disappeared off my desktop and I can't find them.
Weird. Alright, well.
And I had them on an external...
They're on Libsyn.
Nope. I can't get them from there.
Why?
It doesn't give me anything to... I might be able to...
You could call, or you could get something off tech support, I'm sure.
No, I can't get it because it's... My audition file is multi-track, so it's a bunch of different tracks all mixed together that are separate.
Okay.
I don't have those files anymore.
No.
I could easily pull, the podcast file off, but I wouldn't be able to pull anything editable.
Right.
What's our sponsor?
Our sponsor is Build-A-Bear Workshop.
Is there a Build-A-Bear in here?
Nope, there's just a stuffed elephant.
My first instinct is
what's in the room?
What's in the room that you're gonna...
That's pretty good. I think I'm good at that.
Yeah.
Build-A-Bear Workshop. They're good. Sponsored by Build-A-Bear Workshop. They're good. That's their tagline.
All right, let's get into the spoiler section. Sponsored by Build-A-Bear Workshop. They're good.
And we're back. I like to do this little bit with Nick where I'll tell him to start with my finger and then I'll go at the exact same time that he does. But we're here to talk about The Last Jedi spoilers that just came out.
I'm going to just play it safe. I'm going to play it safe. This episode was titled, Oh Uncertainty, A Universe Despairs. What universe would that be?
It's Universe 7.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Guys, I don't know how we're going to get back from this, but Universe 7 got eliminated. And
it was a bad day for Goku and the gang.
Oh, Goku?
Yeah, Universe 7's gone.
No, I thought we were talking about the universe that had the dogs.
I was just making a joke.
I know. I was trying to continue the joke.
I don't like this anymore. I wanted to just do it the way I wanted to do it. I wanted to say that they're gone. And
Universe 9's gone. Guys.
No, the series is over.
Podcast is ending. That's actually our big announcement.
Yeah, see ya.
Universe 9 is gone.
Yes, it is.
Not yet. They will be by the time we're done with this recap, though.
And it was a good episode. All right, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
Universe 9's gone. That's all we had to cover.
Universe 9's gone. TLDW.
The animation was just bad. No, it was so good. Everything. This was actually a really good episode.
That Freeza Goku fight back on Earth.
Yeah.
Was still the best one I've seen.
Oh,
but there were some really good moments. In particular, there was one where I think Lavender punched Vegeta right in the gut.
Oh yeah.
And you could see the spit coming out of his mouth.
Mm-hmm. It was real good. I actually paid attention to this episode because I wasn't getting sucked out constantly by terrible drawing. So. Sorry, I was burping. But it was a really healthy episode, if you ask me.
Really healthy episode.
It was good. It's getting us where we're going.
It's advancing the plot, the animation, all together, just a well-rounded, good episode.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say something, but I totally blanked. Okay. I lost my mind.
Okay, so basically, this episode starts out with Goku surrounded by the Trio de Dangers. It starts out with Ro. cackling.
Oh, God, that guy is the worst, man. I'm so glad they're gone, because that guy is seriously annoying. It's not even just him being evil anymore. He's just real annoying.
Yeah.
I've got nothing else. I can't stand him.
I mean, it's not like rocket science that we figured this out, but, I mean, kind of glad we saw just how scummy he is from the get-go.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that episode in the Zen exhibition match. I remember we came in here and we're like, this guy sucks.
Mm-hmm. He's gone, thank God.
Yeah. Sidra is too. That was kind of sad.
Sidra sucked too.
I mean, he was bad at his job, but like...
Jeez, I didn't like him as a character even. Why would I want to watch a Gimli-looking mofo all day long?
Why wouldn't you?
Because he's not Gimli. No, I don't know. I just didn't like anybody from that universe. I thought they were all trash.
Yeah. I don't like Mojito.
Mojito's the angel, right?
Mm-hmm.
That guy's weird, man.
He's emo looking.
He's happy. He's happy after they all get destroyed.
Yeah. The r/DBZ is going nuts over that, by the way.
What are they saying? Like, what do you think that's about, honestly?
I think it's his...
He just didn't like them?
Yeah, they've been dropping hints about it when they were...
Yeah, he was
plotting to...
constantly frowning and stuff, yeah.
Well, when they were plotting to assassinate Freeza and Goku, he was standing off in the distance, just kind of like, oh, these guys are idiots.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think he was just sick of them and just didn't get along with his... I think the Kaioshin was the main one he didn't get along with.
Yeah.
But, you know, you live and you die. Unless you're Mojito,
sure.
in that case you just live.
How come only the God of Destruction has an attendant and not the Supreme Kai? It seems like the Supreme Kai should have an attendant because he's more vulnerable than a God of Destruction.
I guess...
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. Because I was going to say, I guess the attendant's job is to make sure the God of Destruction actually does their job, but Whis doesn't do that with Beerus.
At all.
Beerus actually kind of lords over Whis and reminds him, like, I'm the God, you're the angel. I don't know. That's a good point.
But, like, the Supreme Kai is the much more vulnerable of the two.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's new. Like, you know how much writing around they would have to do to make that work?
I understand that. I'm just saying... Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's for continuity's sake, but, like, it just makes more sense.
Yeah, in a perfect world, if they were planning on going this way from the start, they probably would have given...
Honestly, the Destroyer probably would have been in it, or would have been part of the plot the entire time. You know what I mean? And the attendant would just be over both of them, and they would work together. Yeah. That would be the ideal thing.
At least with God of Destruction Part 2, they're trying to write it that way.
Yeah.
Like saying that Beerus authorized the destruction of Planet Vegeta from the get-go.
Right.
Like they're trying to like drop little seeds saying that Beerus' influence has been there from the start.
Oh, yeah. Obviously. I mean, they've been doing that since the start of Super, for sure. I'm just saying, in a perfect world, would be the situation.
Yeah.
So
anyway, back to the episode. Got the Trio of Dangers.
I hate those guys.
I hate saying that name, and it kills me that I'm going to have to say stuff like this throughout the rest of the episode.
It's all terrible.
They even comment on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Everybody
the Grand
hates
Priest
it.
calls it tacky. Okai hates it. Beerus hates it.
It's real annoying. But
the Zeno-sama love it.
Because they're children, man. They're like, ooh, triangle. It's like, come on, man.
At least they know their shapes.
That's true. I'm proud of them, man. They can destroy universes, so they gotta know some shapes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they start out there, and Shin is wondering why Goku just doesn't turn Super Saiyan Blue and take them all out at once.
Right.
And Whis is like, because that's a stupid thing to do. It's a super heavy drain on stamina to use Super Saiyan Blue, which that's a thing now.
It always has been.
Mm-mm. Not in the anime.
In the
manga has been.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's their way of. I don't know.
Don't ask me, man.
Well, I mean, something's probably going to happen because by the end of this episode, Goku's turned it on and off twice.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, he'll get tired eventually.
Yeah, so Shin, Whis explains to Shin, like, there aren't any healing items, he can't use senzu beans, so he has to figure out how to operate.
What if you can heal? Like, it's one of your abilities.
Then you'd be able to do it.
Are you sure? Because you can't fly, and that's an ability.
It was very specific with flying, though.
Yeah.
And there was healing items. No healing items are allowed.
So you think somebody's going to be able to heal, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you had like spoilers for the manga, but Future Trunks in the manga has healing abilities.
No, I'm talking about having somebody in this tournament's going to have a healing ability.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Future Trunks was in this tournament, he could use that ability, I would think.
Yeah.
Because it's not an item.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, real weird.
Hang on.
Dende should have been in the fight.
Just guard him the whole time. Basically what they did with Freeza.
Yes.
What else happens here? You remember?
After they surround him, they just start fighting him.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I mean, once his name gets his poison ready and
they attack else. Goku. Goku uses a energy barrier to
block Lavenda's poison, whatever it is.
Which is
and
smart.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah,
it looks cool too.
Lavender's pretty upset about it, and Goku's like, "Yeah, Gohan and I have seen this before, so we thought of a counter attack to it."
Yeah, they're smart, man.
It's good. It shows that a lot of people were upset that Goku's appointed Gohan team leader, and then immediately ignored him once
he's the leader of the B team, pretty
really
much.
Is.
You know.
Well, by the end of this episode, we realized that staying all together is probably a bad idea because you could get one super strong guy to come in and take you all out at once.
Mm-hmm.
So they're actually heightening their chances by having 1, 2, 3 of your strongest and Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza all spread out.
Yeah, just picking people off, and then you can be the leader of the B team.
Pretty
honestly,
much, yeah. They'll have a better chance of winning the whole tournament this way than if they all stuck together.
Yeah, it'd be real dumb, and like you'd just never get anything done. You'd just be standing there waiting for somebody to attack you, which is not the way to do it, because they're gonna catch you off guard eventually. You know what I mean?
So Goku's trying to fight back, but they're really fast.
Yeah, I mean,
which is surprising.
He can't sense their energy, so it's hard for him to just know where they're gonna be, especially since it's all 3 of them.
Yeah. So he's basically stuck on the defensive because
what is he gonna do?
Yeah, what is he gonna do? He's throwing counter punches every now and then, and across the stadium, Frieza notices
he's having some fun.
It's like, oh, Son Goku's having fun. Maybe it's time to have some fun myself.
So he picks out this bad guy, shoots him down with a death beam from behind his back.
Yeah, he shoots through this guy's wing to knock him to the ground.
It was pretty cool. And then he proceeded to torture him.
He walks up to him and says, "I've chosen you as my plaything."
Frieza's cool, man.
This episode, man. A round of applause to Toei because...
Hands of applause to Toei.
They're knocking this Frieza revival out of the park.
Yeah, they're doing exactly what they need to actually make sure this Frieza thing actually works this time around. So, I'm pumped. I really am.
Because, like, at first I was like, oh, I'd rather have Cell. But Cell isn't, like, sadistic like Frieza is and torture and stuff like that.
Yeah, Frieza's really going for it, man.
Yeah, so, like, just seeing Frieza, like, shoots him through somebody's wing and then...
Frieza's just, like, a savant, too. Like, you think about Frieza fighting and it's like, that guy's got some damn skills, you know?
Yeah.
Like, dude's gonna... Besides Goku, dude would beat Frieza. Or, not Frieza, dude would beat Vegeta.
Probably, yeah.
I think he's just more talented than Vegeta.
Maybe.
Goku's obviously the most talented out of the 3.
Goku's probably the most talented in the universe.
Go on. Naturally gifted.
Yeah, but he's stupid and doesn't want to be Super Saiyan.
Obviously, I'm saying, like, if we're talking about most talented, but yes, obviously, like, out of the people that actually train constantly, Goku is by far the most talented.
Right. Yeah, okay, I can agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Goku still have an issue with the... I'm just going to say the dogs. I'm not going to say the stupid
The puppies. The little puppers.
Yeah, and even Champa's calling them the dogs. He's cheering on the dogs.
Hooray, go dogs, and he's a cat.
Yeah, and he's got a smart reason. He's like, Universe 7 is a huge threat, but if Goku and Vegeta are knocked out...
Then they don't really stand a chance.
Yeah, they're not even contenders. Obviously, he doesn't know about Frieza, but...
Regardless, one person's... Like, that's still one person, you know?
Yeah. Goku's still having a hard time with the dogs. Vegeta notices, and in between just running up to people and punching him in the gut multiple times, he actually jumps in and helps him, which is cool. Mm-hmm. Well, he doesn't offer to help him. He jumps in, and he tells him, "Why are you wasting your time on these weaklings? Go get rest. I'll handle them."
He's like, that's not fair. I want to fight. Man.
Yeah, these are my opponents. I'm fighting them. To which, obviously, the Supreme Kai and the Elder Kai are...
They're not pumped. They're like, what the hell? Like, they're basically making a mockery of our universe. Which is fair because they already beat you.
Yeah.
You know? So whatever.
But Ro notices that Vegeta jumped into the danger triangle on his own. He calls him stupid for it and tells all of his Universe 9 warriors to all tag team and knock those two out. Because after they do that, it'll be super easy to wipe out the rest of the universe. And he even screams that Universe 7 will be the first to be erased.
Wasn't the case.
Not the case. So they all surround him, and Shin's like, 2 against 8. They should be fine, right?
Yeah, if they work together, maybe. Yeah, they'll never do that.
Lisa's like, maybe. I mean, if they work together, 8 would be nothing to them.
But they won't
won't. And then right when he says that, they actually jump back down, and Goku just like, I'll take 4, you take 4.
And then Vegeta's like, F that, man.
Yeah,
first come, first serve.
And they start fighting. Vegeta charges at Lavender, and Goku actually... It's cool. We had a little bit of teamwork here. Goku warns Vegeta about his poison.
He's like, I know, man. I'm not dumb. Turns on the barrier as well, and then Lavender gets pissed because...
Well, he didn't know.
What's up?
He didn't know because Vegeta's like... Vegeta pulls up his barrier, and then Lavender's like, another barrier? And goes, yeah, well, if I know it's coming, it's easy to counter. And he knew it was coming because Goku just warned him about it.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
Goku's trying to fight... I don't remember their names, but one of them basically has iron skin.
That guy looks kind of cool.
He's cool, but his body's really narrow, which I didn't like.
Sure.
I would have preferred him to be kind of buff, like a
big buff boy.
What's his name?
Broly.
Shishabi.
Broly.
What?
Yeah, man.
Shishami.
I don't know, who is that?
The red one from Resurrection.
Oh, right. Yeah,
I would have preferred him to kind of be like that big, but with iron skin.
The iron skin thing I thought was a cool concept.
Yeah. Goku's trying to punch him as hard as he possibly
can.
I
don't even feel that. Come on.
Yeah.
It doesn't even tickle. And
he literally says that too, doesn't he? But yeah, they're all... Universe 9 is incredibly well coordinated.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely use a lot of teamwork. And they're on the offensive. Like, I think that's how Universe 7 should be.
Attacking instead of
attacking, but also be coordinated. Like, work together, but attack as well. Not just constantly be on the defensive.
Oh, yeah. If Vegeta and Goku worked together, like, truly worked together, they would mop the floor with everybody except maybe the Pride Troopers, I think.
Even Universe 6 would... I mean, Universe 6 would still get theirs. They'd still get theirs. Hit would be a real problem.
Yeah.
Man. He's still good. Like, he's out there doing time skips whenever he can. Dude's probably time skipping, a second? He grabs them, drops them. Honestly, he could.
Seriously.
That's a scary thing in this tournament because I think Roshi's going to beat him with the Mafuba.
You know who would have done really good in this tournament?
No.
Guldo.
Oh, dude, Guldo would have dominated.
Just held his breath.
He dies because he's holding his breath. Gets disqualified himself.
You're disqualified. Why? You committed murder. On myself? Yep.
Just erased. No, Guldo would have dominated for sure.
So yeah, they're having a hard... Vegeta in particular is having a hard time because he's fighting a cat lady with super sharp claws and Lavender at the same time. Mm-hmm. And they use this really cool kind of strategy where they're both attacking Vegeta like crazy, even taunting him that... Mm-hmm. Like, you're not going to be able to win just defending the whole time because Vegeta's just got his arms up like a boxer, blocking all the body blows.
Right.
And from behind, this ice guy shoots a bunch of icicles at Vegeta and then...
freezes his arm.
Yeah, freezes his arm. That was the plan the whole time, was to attack him
Real
to get him focused on defending. And then right when he's super focused...
try and cripple him.
Yeah, cripple him, which on anybody else it probably would have worked, but not Vegeta-sama.
Yeah. Dude, that was such a cool scene. I love when he calls himself Vegeta-sama.
We got it there, and we've gotten it when he fought Rose Black.
That was the best by far, though. That was so sick. I like when he actually pays Goku some respect when he's beating the hell out of Black.
Yeah,
it's good.
Talking about his long, fierce history of combat.
And he's like, "Yeah, you're just like a fake. Like that's why you can't keep up with me.
For you, it's a borrowed vessel."
Yeah.
Vegeta-sama!
I like that he called him a fake, though. Like, that was good. He headbutts him. It's just a brutal scene, honestly.
I just remember that Goku and Frieza headbutted each other, and
that was so sad.
Oh,
God.
Let's get back to happy things. Mm-hmm. So, they just froze Vegeta's arm, and he's like, oh no, dear, what am I going to do? And then right when Vegeta's arm gets frozen, everybody kind of thinks they have the upper hand.
And then,
so they lose their focus. They're trying to finish it quickly. And what happens is...
Lavender and the cat lady rush at him.
Yeah.
And then they hit each other.
Yeah, Vegeta dodges, and the cat with super sharp claws gets Lavender. And while all the teammates are like, oh no...
Goku's like, hell yeah. And he goes Super Saiyan and takes out the metal guy.
The metal guy and the other guy, the dragon-looking guy, I think. Yeah. No,
the metal guy is the dragon-looking guy.
Well, who's the other one with them?
I don't know. Who cares?
Anyway, yeah.
Dude, they're out.
He's not going to be literally in the universe for much longer. So
yes.
Yeah, Goku turns Super Saiyan, takes advantage of the situation, and knocks two of them off. And then Vegeta kicks up the cat girl, and then jumps up and basically pile drives her out of the ring. So that's 3 gone in like 30 seconds.
They did.
And even Rose like, what just happened? And the Xenosamas are like, oh, that's 3. It was instant.
Yeah, and then Lisa's like, yeah, they just took advantage of the situation.
Yeah, it's a Saiyan. They kind of like... They made it seem like it was a Saiyan trait to be able to know when that moment is.
Yeah, which makes sense. Like, any pivotal moment they take advantage of.
Yep. What else happens? I'm trying to read, see who comes next. Vegeta gets his arm
grabbed in a web, and that's when he does the Vegeta-sama, turns Super Saiyan and blows all that stuff away.
Yeah.
And then he pretty much annihilates them.
Yeah, so Vegeta is like, you really think this web was going to hold somebody in my caliber? Mm-hmm. Turns into a Super Saiyan and just destroys them with a giant ki blast, knocking 2 more of them off the edge. Mm. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gone. And then 18 knocks another one out.
Oh, the little girl, yeah.
Yeah.
And Frieza killed... Frieza...
I guess his name is Comfrey, the dragon that Frieza shot through the wing.
Dude's, like, getting straight up tortured. And he's like, this has to stop. And Frieza's like, oh, don't be scared. And then he, like, runs and just jumps off the side.
Yeah, he would rather...
He commits... literal suicide, honestly.
He commits suicide. He'd rather commit suicide than be tortured by Frieza anymore. Which I get it. And that leaves the dogs as the last 3 standing.
Yeah. And this is one of the coolest scenes. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're fighting for a little bit. They're taking each other on.
Yeah, like, Goku's fighting Bergamo, and Vegeta's fighting
Basil. And Lavender.
Basil.
Just Basil.
Yeah. As Lavender tries to come in later. So what happens is Goku's fighting Bergamo, and he like does this cool thing where... What was it? Yeah, he kind of like throws a couple ki blasts and knocks 2 of them to the edge. Mm-hmm. He actually knocks Bergamo and Basil to the edge of the ring.
And then the other one runs behind him for some odd reason.
Lavender tries to rush Vegeta, and Vegeta just powers up, and his aura blasts him back. And they're all 3 standing on the edge.
And they're like...
And they're so confident.
Okay.
So like, all right, fine, whatever. We'll do our danger beam.
Something like that.
Super triangle beam.
Something dumb. They shoot a...
Triangle danger beam, yeah.
They shoot a real weird...
It looked cool.
It's red, blue, and yellow.
Blue and yellow. And it came out super quickly.
Yeah.
That's one thing I noticed.
This is the best part.
Vegeta turns Super Saiyan Blue and charges a final flash, but he just says final, and then it cuts to Goku, who's also in Super Saiyan Blue, who says Kamehameha. And we basically get the final Kamehameha from Vegito, but...
It's separate.
It's separate.
Sick.
They separately shoot them.
And they wrap together.
They wrap together just like the final Kamehameha in the Zamasu saga there. And they just blast the hell out of them off the...
If that was like any reality, like outside of the Tournament of Power, they'd be seriously dead.
And even like as they shoot it, it kind of stops things because it's a really quick scene, but you can see a couple people, Caulifla and Kale in particular, that are just standing there like in awe of it, which I'm pumped to see next week or the week after, whenever we see them. But like, yeah, Caulifla, you were the one that was saying that these Universe 7 Saiyans aren't impressive.
And they're like, she's like, these people are the real deal, man.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Caulifla, like, pull a Kaba and be like, teach me, please.
For real, though. It was so cool.
Yeah, final Kamehameha to knock off the last 3 of the dogs.
I love fan service sometimes, man. It's so tight.
And
yeah, that's
it.
That's it for that universe, man. They're all off.
And so they're all off. Ro and Cedra are horrified. They're like, that's 10. What's going to happen in Universe 9? And then we go up to the Zenosama's little castle, and they pull out their god pads, mark down that all 10 of them are gone, and the Grand Priest very ominously announces,
it's time to go.
Yeah, that Universe 9 has been eliminated. Universe 9 will be erased.
And then Zeno does it, man.
Yeah, Ro screams Zeno-sama, and then when he does that, they go, yay! And they put their fingers together and charge like a universe destruction. No, they don't they just raise their hands. And then they power up, and then they squeeze their hands, and they yell, squish.
And then, bye.
Bye, yeah.
It's
all
pretty,
of Universe
it's
10's,
super scary, Universe 9.
It's sad.
It is really sad.
Everything's
gone.
I didn't like any of them, but like, you see all these characters flicker and then just disappear out of existence, and they actually flash over to their universe.
And it looks like it was when he destroyed
Future Trunks' timeline.
Yeah. He destroyed an entire timeline.
Bummer, man.
That was a bummer. What? Because, alright, I got a question. In the future timeline, he didn't have really anybody besides the Grand Priest and his attendants, because all the angels would be in remission, right? Because they don't have any gods of destruction.
Yes.
Sorry. So it's just that.
Yeah.
So, dude had nothing to do at all.
Makes you wonder what he was doing the whole time.
Hanging out, man. Chilling.
Playing marbles.
What happens to the Grand Priest if all of his kids are gone? Like, out of commission? Does he go on?
No, I'd imagine that he's, I think he's linked to Zeno. Like, if Zeno disappeared, he'd be inert, or, well, I don't know. We'll probably never know.
I guess in the in the manga, he's the strongest.
Yeah.
Like, stronger than Zeno.
I think so.
That's what they imply, at least.
Yeah. But yeah, Universe 9's gone, and there's nothing that can be done about it. Everybody's really just stopping and kind of freaked out. They're
like, oh yeah, this is what's happening if we lose.
Yeah, which...
It's pretty weird. It was very unsettling, for sure.
Yeah, it feels like next week is going to be pretty...
Intense,
yeah. The feeling we're going to have people realizing the stakes and really cranking it up a notch. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the end of the episode.
Who do you think is going to lose their nerve first out of Universe 7?
Vegeta?
Yeah.
I think Vegeta's going to go nuts.
No, lose its nerve. I mean, like, get, like, petrified because of the situation.
I don't think he'll get petrified. I think he's going to...
No, I'm talking about who do you think will be that way?
No one.
Really?
Not from Universe 7. They all know.
No,
I think they understand more than everybody else does.
Yeah, that's fair.
No.
Scary.
No, I think Vegeta's going to go nuts and try and go and just knock everybody out.
It's going to end up being a bad thing if he does that. He's going to get knocked out.
At least it wasn't as terrifying as it seemed.
What do you mean?
Like, they just pop out of existence.
It was really weird, honestly.
It was weird, but, like, if, God forbid, it happens in Universe 7, like, you won't see, like, Bulma, like, screaming that they're being killed.
They're just gone, yeah.
Yeah, just pop, they're gone.
The God of Destruction didn't give a shit. You saw that, right? He was just like...
I think he just accepted his fate.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of felt bad. It's like he knows there's nothing he can do, so he just has to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Mojito didn't. He smiled.
God, that was so weird, man. And he smiled real big at the end.
Mm-hmm. He's weird. He looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
He does look like Shaggy a little bit.
I don't like it.
Nope. What would you rate the episode?
A 9.
I'll give it a 9 too. It was really good. The final Kamehameha jumped it up to a 9.
I'm stealing that one.
That's fine. Go for it. That's
gonna be my high. My low.
Can I do my low?
Yeah.
All those dumbass names. Honestly. Yeah. That was so annoying.
Danger Triangle.
Nobody cares, man. And now nobody really cares because you're gone.
Yeah. We got a Zeno hand switch. That was nice.
I love that. That's super funny. My high would have to be Vegeta-sama.
Yeah.
That gets me every time. I love that. And the little ki blast throw thing that Goku did, the little spin.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was
throwing 2 of them.
That was pretty tight. So, yeah, I think those are probably my best parts, and obviously the animation too was really good.
My low is that we didn't get to see 18 ring out that bunny.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, right?
I just want to see her fight.
Show her have like a little kick.
Yeah.
And like kick it off. Pretty easy, huh? Yeah, that could have made it a little better.
Yeah, that's my low.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Next week is looking promising. This arc, that's why I don't care how long this tournament goes. It's gonna be crazy awesome.
The entire time. Excuse me. Ugh. Yeah, it's gonna take a while and it's gonna be jam packed full. It's never gonna be boring. It's all fight from here on out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to mess it up.
Yeah, that is the nice thing. Is like it's just fighting, so it's really difficult to screw that up.
The only thing that they could have screwed up to this point was the build up, and they already nailed it. So like, this is already a successful arc to me.
Yeah. We'll see how they end it.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like the Future Trunks arc because of you were one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Future Trunks. I like how it started. It ended poorly to me.
Yeah. So we'll have to nail the landing too.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah. Altogether, good episode. I loved it. You loved it. So, you have anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
We're good, man.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back next week. Like I said, we're gonna have an announcement of a couple. Well, not a couple. Just
some the things we're gonna be doing going forward.
Yeah. There's gonna be a couple changes going forward.
Yeah.
So make sure you listen next week. Yeah, what episodes are we going to be covering next week?
27 and...
Let's see.
99.
25 and 99.
Yeah, okay.
We're almost at 100.
100 episodes. Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z was only 176. Let's see if you get there. Or was it 100?
No, it was over 200.
276, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost doubling GT.
Thank God.
Yeah, so we'll be back next week. I'm not going to give you a specific date because... Whenever I do, it seems like somehow we screw it up.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll be back next week to cover episodes 25 and 99. Like the show on Facebook. Send us any feedback there, whether it's a comment, a message, a poke. I don't know if that's still a thing.
Gross.
Or email us, universe7pod@gmail.com. We respond to all those emails. We check them as pretty regularly. Yeah.
Oh, we got a review. We got another review, I think.
We'll do that next week.
I forgot. That was a while back, but we hadn't been around in a while, so...
Yeah. Remind me next week when we record, and we'll pull that up.
On that note, remember to leave us some reviews on iTunes.
Yeah, leave a review on iTunes. Yeah, all that stuff we share. So if you leave a review, we'll read it on the show, even if it's bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if it's a bad
terrible
review.
one, we'll read it out. We don't care. We don't like ourselves either, so...
Yeah, it just fuels our...
Fuels our fire. Gets us pumped up to do better for you.
Really, I was going to say it fuels our fire to make it worse, to see how bad people can insult us.
I don't want to make it worse.
Okay.
It's already bad.
Okay, yeah, so we'll be back next week. I'm Nick.
I'm Mason.
Have a great week. Stay safe, and until next time.
Adios.